Talking about our collaboration with UCLA as part of Computer Science Week, Dr. Kifitz from UCLA has clearly shown behavioral and developmental problems in children who are exposed to these EMFs, and they're being exposed when they're using this computer science technology. It's irresponsible for us not to pay attention and help the public pay attention to issues that might affect their public health. If they just look in their manuals for wireless, it shows them that they're supposed to keep it a certain distance away from their body in order to avoid health effects. And that's right in their manuals, but most people don't know to look. For us to continue to promote this without promoting the dark secret of the technology, the wireless technology that's going on right now, and that is that there's health effects associated with this, is irresponsible on our part, and I think is a part of our obligation as a public body to educate people. Belgium has just banned cell phones from children because of the possible health effects.
Stay on the item.
We need to inform our public from bioinitiative.org, saferemr.org. These are sources where they can learn how to use technology safely, especially as it has to do with technology, wireless. For the schools where we're putting iPads in, there's a certain distance that would make iPads safer. But of course, a wired connection would make it much safer.
Thank you. Thank you. Go right ahead.
Yes. Kind of to add to what Kevin Modis is saying, my name is Julie Levine. I'm electrosensitive. I became so when they unrolled the smart meter program in my community. Though I opted out, the grid affected me. I became very ill. I had tremors. I had vomiting. I had diarrhea every night. I was forced to sell my home at a great loss. I mention this because with this computer education technology week coming up.
Okay, Miss, hold her time. She's back to it. Okay, you have to speak to the item which deals with computer science education week.
I understand that, Councilmember Wesson. However, I think this is specifically germane to this issue because it includes Wi-Fi, as the Microsoft representative who came just told us. And I'm very concerned about the safety of Wi-Fi for children.
Looking at HollywoodHighlands.org or J. Walsh Confidential. What is a final map? Well, what these final maps are, what's happening here is they're giving approval to the developer of what the developer can do and what the can't do. It's been reviewed by the city engineer. It gives you the bond number and it gives you the Quimby fee. Now people use the word, what is Quimby fee? When a developer decides to build something, the state of California says you must contribute money to a park fund, a public park fund, and that fund is in the neighborhood that is surrounding Glendale Boulevard, Now, that's where they get the money. Now, we're not going to go into how poorly spent park fund monies are and how long it takes the Quimby money to actually end up being developing a park.
Okay, let's get back on the item, John.
Well, I'm talking, I see the word Quimby fee, $132,968. That's what I'm talking about. Why don't you say you just don't want to hear
No. Why don't you just speak to the item? I'm not going to sit up here and debate with you, so you can go sit down.
Mr. Walsh's behalf and the shouting out from the audience needs to be reminded that shouting out during the middle of our meeting is not acceptable and is a disruption.
Okay, now please do not.
And she needs to be warned.
Sergeant, please help her understand. Now, Mr. Sachs.
Well, thank you, sir.
Ms. Catalyst?
I thank you for the clarifications and the responses from the city attorney and from Mr. Krikorian. If you ever want to silence us, responding to us is probably a really good way to do it.
No, why don't you just stay to the item? The item.
And that is all I got, but federal ruling was you can never silence our microphones. You can
okay,
talk
you're
back.
not speaking to the item. Thank you. Okay, she's disrupting the meeting. Sergeant, we may want to, this is her last warning. Okay, let's prepare to vote on this. Members, let's open the roll. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
11 ayes.
Okay.